And that's because if I go to control panel, with the ASDM settings the way it is, you have to do a couple different things in order to make it work. You can either install a certificate on the ASA, or in Java, you can go to the security tab, which is the easier way to do it. You can drop your security level to medium. And right here, this exception site list, you can edit it and put in the IP address of the interface of the ASA that you're attaching to. Okay? And I want to show you how this is going to work. So Java 7.1, build 75 or build 76. Delete those java.exe files before you install it, so you get a clean install of Java. All right.
What was the update number? 74, 75?
75. Lab 3. You get lab 3. All right. We're only dealing with one device, okay? I have a router in here. You can use a router, but I highly suggest that you use an ASA because you get to use the GUI. And it's a little bit easier on you, and you'll see why here in a second. All right? So, I'm going to do a couple of things real quick so I can make this work. I'm going to adjust my virtual network editor. My VMnet1 is my bridged connection. My VMnet8 is my NAT connection. I want this to be my outside address and this to be my inside address. So, I know that the outside is the 1020 network and the inside is the 172.21.10 network. So, I'm going to change this here. So it reflects it. Now, command prompt, and if I do an IP config all, and if I also open my network adapter settings, this tells you what local area connection it is, 10, 11, etc. So 10 is VMnet1, 11 is VMnet8. So VMnet8, which is my NAT connection, is the 1020 network, which is my outside. And connection 10, which is VMnet 1, which is my 172 network, my inside. All right. And one more time. Okay. 1020, 10-1.
Where did you change the inside outside neighbor? Change the suite?
I have not specifically changed anything inside outside. I'm just explaining.
Okay.
Okay. This is going to be my outside network here, 1020, 10. 1020, 10. 11. VMnet 8. NAT, where I want. VMnet 1, connection 10, 172, my inside. Alright, so I have that all set up now. Alright, so it can be a little confusing. So,
Professor?
yeah.
I think I missed this. Did you change it to NAT, or did you just leave it at NAT? Leave it at NAT to...
Honestly, it'll work either way.
Okay.
I just like to make the outside, what I know is going to be the outside, the NAT interface, and the inside, the bridge interface.
Okay.
But if you goof it up, don't worry, it'll work either way. Okay? So, outside, inside, VMnet 10, VMnet 11. One single ASA. Two switches. One. There's two. Yep. Okay. Now, for the purposes of setting this up correctly, I need to change this a little bit. These are going to be .2 on each of the sides, .2, because each of the VMnet's gateway is .1. Everybody understand that? For the purposes of explaining this, your interfaces are going to be .2, not .1, because the VMnets are .1. All right. I say which one? Yeah, 0 and 1. So I'm going to connect up 0 there, 1 to there. All right. I'm going to simulate my computer like it's on the inside, the internal network. I place in a host here. All right. Now I've got to make this host on VMnet 1 or connection 10. I'm going to drop that down. Blurry connection 10. Now I'm going to connect it, number 10, to that switch. Okay? All right. From here, what I want to do is turn the ASA on, let it boot. While I'm doing that, I'm going to create another host. Configure it for connection 11, which is the outside, the 10 net. And I'm going to connect it up to the switch. Okay. So now we basically have this entire topology ready to go. Okay. Everybody with me so far? Have I lost anyone? Please say so now. I will go back over it. I promise. Everybody understands that. Okay. All right. Now that the ASA hopefully is up, I can console to it. What?
Not good.
Oh, come on. This worked in the office today. I know it did. All right. Stop.
If you give it more RAM and grade priority,
I don't think that has.
There we go. Ah.
That should be a problem, isn't it?
It's all right. File, save project. Stop. Configure. Give it an extra gig of RAM. Restart it. No. All right. Fine. 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 Give it one more shot, and then we'll reboot. Sometimes GNS3 is finicky that way. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately it's Patch Tuesday. Ugh.
Going through how to upload the image.
Mhm, Yes.
I was trying to update the Java and is it FE 7.1? Because I go through the versions and there's only like 7 updates that came out. Is that fine?
Yeah. I might have gotten it confused with something else. Come on. There we go. All right. Open a project. Don't fail me now. Oh, come on.
Let's get it a little bit.
Are you running as administrator?
I've never ran it as administrator, but that's going to be my next thing.
It's also my fault.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. What did I
Wait a
go?
little bit.
Maybe it's the room.
Mine, that's like fine. That's good.
I honestly think it's something to do with this school network for some reason. Anytime I connect on this other school network, this doesn't seem to want to operate at all. All right. File, new blank project. 3-2. Second try. Let's try this first. Try to bring over the ASA. Start it. Strange. All right. As that's booting up, you guys get to see this all over again.
just disconnected from the floor.
Eleven is the outside 10. 10. All right. All right, we're going to stick with that for now.
Are you going to connect the levels?
Sorry?
Are you going to connect the levels?
In a little bit. I'll bring it over. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to change my, say no to that, to the reporting. Host name, lab 3. Yes, sir. All right. So, two things you need to do. Number one, you need to set up SSH. Number two, you need to set up the ASDM. Okay? So, to set up the ASDM, you need to, like I told you before, have a TFTP server running. All right? Change this so it's on my inside network 172.21.10.1. I need to make sure that my TFTP settings and my security is none, and that my directory is where my ASDM file is, which is in my downloads folder. That's where I have that ASDM file that we downloaded last week. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize that right now. Actually, I'll leave it off this side, because I want you to see what happened. All right. I need to configure my interface first so I have IP connectivity. So int gig 1, which is my inside interface. How do I know it's my inside interface? If I come up here to interfaces, or E01, excuse me, E01, or gig 01. It's gig 01. IP add 172.21.10.2 class C. Name if inside.
Why is it when they say we have to name inside and outside?
It is for the identification of network objects so that they can be identified whether they're in a trusted zone or in a non-trusted zone. Trusted zone being your higher security level, higher, 100. Non-trusted zone, your lower security
So
level.
inside the
your lower.
trusted, outside.
Correct.
No wonder, because if I don't do that, it's low ping.
That's
So
correct. That's correct. Okay? And then once I name the interface, I want to turn it on. Okay? Now I should be able to ping okay.
the firewall.
No. I don't have my firewall on. Better not have my firewall on.
You Windows firewall.
No, I better not have my firewall on. Ping 1.2.21.10. Okay. All right. Only thing I can think of is I got these backwards. Local area connection 10. That's right. See, all off. But that would have been my first guess at it too.
So when we do this lap, we need to turn off our firewall.
Why you're not?
Mine's like that the first couple of times too, and now I don't.
No, that should be instantaneous. Ping inside. It's so finicky sometimes. Correct. And 10. Let me try something here real quick. That one. Yeah, see. Thought I had to use a switch. Alright.
Do they have to do this every time you create a new lab? Or we just have to do this
No, you should just be able to create it once and be done. I'm wondering if the bridged connection, because this is my,
The first couple times it didn't work on my laptop.
I wonder.
Maybe you connect them all.
Nah, I think it's. I'm wondering if it has to do with whether it's a NAT connection, a host connection, or bridge connection. You're all-
Doing the same thing.
You just don't want to work with me today when in front of students. Got this entire thing up and running and working this afternoon. Well, great.